Today I have this mouse, and also this mouse. They have two things in common. First, they're both made by Logi Tech. And second, they all have some flaw and are not working. This mouse just doesn't work. That's it. This mouse is almost perfect. But the middle mouse button don't work. And I use my mouse button a lot. Now this mouse has the greatest flaw out of them all. The clickers, they don't sustain, and they also double click. We will be using a soldering iron. We will be using screwdrivers. And we will disassemble, unsolder the middle mouse button and also the clickers from this mouse. You have served us well, but your time has come. We will begin by taking our donor and saying goodbye, because after today, the donor will be no more. We unscrew the only screw holding this mouse. By wiggling things around, you can take it apart. Just be careful. Here, we see the middle mouse button clicker. This is what we're interested in. We want to double check that it works. We're going to take the board out of the mouse. Now we're going to take a multimeter and make sure that the clicker works. I'll go to the detection mode, or however it's called. Basically, when we touch things together, excuse you, sir. This is not good. Basically, when two metals are connected, it beeps. Now, we place our contacts and we press the button. If the multimeter beeps when we press the button, then it's a working button. If you are working with a soldering iron, you need to make sure that you're careful with fumes and that you're in a well ventilated area. Make sure you approximately know where your piece is on the other side. So I know that my piece is here, so we're gonna flip here, and these are the four contacts that I need to solder out. Applying some pressure. So we managed to desolder the old button, the button from the old mouse, from the broken mouse. Here it is. We can bring in the newer mouse. Here it is. Now we are gonna flip it upside down, take note of where it is, slightly under the button. Now we're gonna apply the soldering iron to the contacts of the button while carefully pushing on the button. Okay, we're halfway done. Now I'm just gonna hold it the other side. Oh, and it's out. Perfect. Now, this will be interesting. We're gonna shape and put in the good contact. The button into here. And we just pop in two contacts first. Now the other two contacts. We could easily get away not soldering them back in, but we want to do it the more proper way. Now we're going to put a battery in, and we're going to plug in the mouse. Okay, now we have the mouse plugged in. This is the moment of truth. I'm going to open Chrome. Oh boy, it works. Yeah, it works consistently. Yeah, it works. It fully works. No issues. We did it. We did it. This is the scarier part. This mouse costs like €20. This big boy costs €100. We're gonna perform a really big operation on the €100 mouse. I know, crazy. First of all, I'm gonna disassemble it. We might not make it alive after this, but let's do it. I've done this before, kind of. Well, I haven't soldered it before, but I have disassembled it to a point where I see the issues. And finally, I need to make sure the glue comes off as well at the same time. Now we have star screw here. We'll just again use the same minus screw as we did everywhere else. Okay, there we go. That's how we do it. What we're going to do here is we're going to carefully, not using the pry tool here, but just peel off this connector. Okay, there we go. Now the other connector also is this one. If I remember right, we might have to lift it. Yes, we just lift it. And there we go. The bottom is separate to the top of the mouse. Actually, I didn't check that the other mouse's clickers work. We need to do that. Yes, we do need to do that. We're gonna try to figure out which contacts close in the circuit. There's a square solder here, and there's the edge solder here. Well, it's not. This one's actually not soldered at all, so that's gonna be easier. But here we can see the square solder and just a circle at the opposite side. I imagine that when we press this button, these two close the circuit. So it's the square contact, the furthest contact, and the middle contact. Perfect. Now we'll check the other one. The battery is very hard to take out of this mouse in my opinion. If you've seen my keyboard cleaning video, taking out the battery in the keyboard was nothing compared to this. I can't really remember how I took out the battery here, but it's luckily taken out. Might be helpful to take out the bumpers on the mouse. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, we need to get the battery out. Okay, so I think it's slightly glued. So I could take it out gently. Okay, there we go. Phew. There we go. Now carefully take it out. So like, ooh, it's very bent, I don't like it. Now at the bottom here, we have a screw. This holds the whole back plate together. Forgot to take out one screw here. Yeah, I think we need to take out the bumpers, which is going to be hard. Oh, okay, it just popped off. Now just take these off. Now we just have to take these two more screws off, and we're in at the clickers. There's also a second screw on each button. They put in a lot of thought into something that doesn't really work. The question is, will they align? And the answer, I'm happy to say, is yes, they will. The nose bridge should be off. Maybe. There's two more screws holding the nose bridge. Okay, we're just gonna leave this aside and unhook our button. Now what we want to do is we're gonna test that it works the same. Hopefully the ends too are the contacts we need to close. It is. Okay, it should be an easy fix. Let's just go for it. For some reason, I am a person that always gets bad things. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just the way I treat stuff. So if you want something to be hardcore tested, I would be the person to do that. Literally, I had 2 Lenovo tablets, both had a flaw. We just have one more joint to take out. And I think we're out. We did it! We have one piece out. This is the piece. Now I have to take out this piece. There seems to be very little amount of solder here, so it should be a quick job. Okay, we did it. Theoretically, we just solder in like that, and we're done. Uh-oh. That's a patch. That's the on patch. For one, we lost one of the traces. 2, everything stopped recording. 3, my sound recorder was full. I know, right? 32 gigabytes of sound, can you imagine? Not just this video, there's many, but what we have come to, I have come to a conclusion. I have an idea how to fix the trace problem. I have this wire. I'm gonna strip it slightly. Somehow. Now we're gonna take one piece Good enough? Okay, now we just put it on contacts. Pretty sure this is the wrong technique of soldering, but we're going for it. Okay, and now what we'll do for the center, we're gonna take the small piece of cable that we cut off somewhere and wrap it around the middle point. I mean, I could try this. Let's see how this works. Theoretically, if I hold these two contacts and press the button, they will beep. And guess what? They do! Let's go! Oh. We soldered it in. You can't even notice the difference because there's no difference. We're gonna plug it in. Now the right click test. It works. You don't know how great this is. People, we did it. One mouse button down. Second to go. Now I just have to put in the screws. I think I've molded it beyond anything. Right, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a cut-a-rooney. I get it. Our solder job is too big. Right, so we just have way too much solder everywhere. Yes, there we go. First try. Now we can do this properly. Now we need to just take out this one. Perfect. Now we're taking this one out carefully. Okay, that is done now. Now let's try putting on the new button. We're just gonna do something, I guess. Okay, we have something. Is it still alive? Yes. Okay, we just add some solder and we're done here. We should be done. Just final test of probing it. I think the track is just out of sight. No, tracks didn't survive. Right, we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna take one singular wire, cut it with pliers. Well, cutting things. I'm not an engineer. Where is it? Can you help manual minds find the wire? Cause I can't. Oh well, we're going for a new one. I think I can make it slightly neater this time. Now we're just gonna cut off the excess. And maybe it'll work this time. Okay, it works. Good. Whew. Plug it in. Now maybe we drop it in place and it works without any hassle? Maybe? Oh no. Oh, it actually did work this time. Haha, good. Perfect. Now we can just quickly test it. Actually no, I feel confident. We have gone this far. We're gonna attach the buttons. Now is the final test. Does it work? It works. It works. Guys, people, it works. I'm so happy. Yes, it works. It works. It works. It works. Now we put in all the screws. I'm so happy that this worked. Just cost me a couple of fake burns and then one real blister, and a lot of time. But hey, I saved myself potentially $100. So I'd say that it works out, right? Yeah. I don't make 100 a day, so like 100 a day would mean I'd have to work for like 9 hours or so. But I've spent like, I don't know, maybe 5 hours max doing this. Oh boy. We have how many spare screws? That's very interesting. We have a lot of spare screws. Alright, stay to the end of the video and there's gonna be a giveaway. No. Ooh, I'm gonna try disassemble it and look where I've missed screws. There's 2 screws missing here. But we have way more than 2 screws missing somewhere. Oh, okay. There's 4 screws missing here. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that should be it. Hopefully. So 1 screw here. And that's it. Oh, we have the feet. We have the feet to do, of course. Of course, the most important thing. And we're done. That is it, everyone. We did it. We managed to do it. We took this broken, unsalvageable mouse. We took it. We used 3 pieces from it to fix 2 other amazing mice. Okay, this is just an ordinary office mouse, but it's a decent mouse. Like, when you need a spare mouse just in the back of your backpack, it works. It's a good mouse. It does the job. But not just that, we fixed this amazing mouse. This mouse is very precious to me. It is my first proper gaming mouse. And I want it to be my last. I don't want to spend quite a bit of money on another really good mouse. This mouse does the job. It has 4 programmable buttons. The scroll wheel, look at it. It goes normal, or it can go Super Saiyan speed. It's spinning. Oh, it stopped. Look at it. It's amazing. It's also wireless. The battery here is decent enough for me. I charge it, I don't know, maybe. I probably charge it every 3 days. I'm not sure how often precisely, but I charge it sometimes. I don't mind how much I charge it. I'm gonna make sure that it works, that all my mice now work, and I'll be back in the next scene. My friend really liked this hoodie. That's why I'm wearing it till the end of the video. I'm pleased to announce that we have succeeded in fixing this mouse. This mouse now works fully, and so does the other mouse. There's no issues with double clicking or anything. It clicks, it works, it holds a click. The only very hard part that I see is the battery, and making sure that all the screws are in the right place at the end, and finding all the screws at the start. I really thank everyone for coming along on this voyage. I am afraid you must now set sail upon a new video. Bye bye.